Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. I just want to do a small quick video regarding the running costs of my 335i, as quite a few people have asked me questions, so I decided I'll do a small short video more or less of the running costs I have owning this car, and hope this will help you to understand more or less the running costs. Let's just go a quick walk around. Obviously this video will be on my running cost. Doesn't mean that everyone else who has a 335i will have this costs, but this is, I'll break down the costs I have from owning this car for the past year and a half. Just get inside. Okay, we'll start first with the main costs, like let me just shut the door. Okay, we'll start first with the main costs, like car insurance. Now, I know this is a very difficult thing to answer because every person works on individually on each person. Each person has a price for themselves, so it depends whether on your age, where you live, and all different details on the person. So for me, for myself, I'm paying £2,000, just under £2,000 a year for this car, which I'm 23 years old, so it all matters on the age, where you live and all that. So insurance is £2,000 a year, and we'll speak now more about the car. So the car needs to be serviced once a year or every 10,000 miles, and a service by BMW, which I've recently done a couple of months ago, costed me £495. Now, I know each BMW dealership has slightly different prices, but I think they're more or less around, we'll say, close to £500. So that's basically a full service, all filters and oil. And obviously, if there's anything else they have to change, it will obviously cost more. So my cars are just under 50,000 miles, yeah, I've just recently done a service costing me just under £500. Now, tyres on the car. Of course, tyres are very important to have, you know, good quality tyres. You don't want to have cheap tyres on the car. So I've bought these cars. Let me just show you. I've got the Michelin Pilot Super Sport tyres. As you see here, the rim blades, so they look a bit to protect the alloys. Anyways, Michelin Pilot Super Sport tyres, which I believe are the best for my car. I've got 235 by 335s, 19-inch, and well, it also depends where you buy them, but they're normally around £220 per tyre. Sometimes you could find them cheaper, but normally it's around £225 per tyre. That was just the dash cam talking. Okay, the next cost. Fuel. Now, obviously, without fuel you can't run the car, so fuel is a very big important expense of the car, which I do have to put every week. Well, it all depends how much you drive. So this is obviously my costs. It doesn't mean if you're gonna have this car, doesn't mean you're gonna have the same costs. But yes, fuel, I would put in nearly a tank a week, and a tank a week would give me in town, normal driving without any you know, crazy driving around, will give me around 180 miles of full tank to 200 miles of full tank, and on motorway miles it'll be around 400 miles. So that's more or less the fuel, and it's about £75 a full tank. Now, other than that, we're going to talk about problems I had with the car previously. So I had a fuel injector that had to be changed. There was one fuel injector was faulty. I had to get that changed, which that costed me just over £500, and it just suddenly went one day out of the blue. The whole car just started acting up, and I had to get a fuel injector changed. So that was about £500. And then road tax. for this car I'm paying right now about 400 and not about I think it's 475 pounds a year or 485 pounds a year. I cannot remember exactly, but that's what I'm paying now for a year road tax, which is also quite high. And then brake pads and brake pads, yes. So I've had to change the rear brake pads, which costed me £220 just to change the rear brake pads by BMW. But after that I've upgraded my brakes, so I've changed all of my brakes, my front and rear brakes, to EBC pads, red stuff, which are slightly cheaper and they're supposed to be a bit better for performance wise. So that's been changed, and obviously the most important thing is now each person on their own, you know. Me personally, on this car I've put in a few £1,000s of mods, which you know, that's just everyone. Some people, you know, they don't do anything, so this is very on every person. Some people might leave it stock, but as I've added on a lot of modifications to the cars, that costed me another few £1,000s. But the main expenses is the services, tires, brakes, and obviously if something goes wrong, it depends what, which can cost you a lot. But overall I would say that the costs are not terribly bad. I was kind of expecting all these costs, so I'm not complaining, and I think it's not too bad. The only thing that I am quite concerned about is the mile per gallons for the fuel economy, because on my screen, let me see if I can get it, it tells me here I get 14.2 miles per gallon. Can you see that? I don't know if that makes sense, because that is very low. If that's the case, it is very low, or maybe this computer is just faulty or wrong. But other than that, more or less all the costs I've expected. Yes, services are not really too bad, and overall I hope that fills up your answers. And take care guys, thank you for watching, cheers.